Hey everybody, today we're going to take a look at derivatives of trig functions. So here are the 6 derivative rules for our 6 trig functions. So our sine, cosine, tangent, and the reciprocal trig functions. Now, we're going to focus mainly this week on just sine and cosine, and then next week we'll take a look at some of the others. But if you take a look, what we're doing is we're taking the derivative with respect to x of the sine of u, right? U is whatever function is inside of the sine, and that's equal to the cosine of that same function times the derivative of that function, right? That du dx. And so we're going to focus on this guy and the cosine, derivative of cosine, which is equal to the negative sine of u du dx. So we're going to just do some practice with it to start the week. And then later on in the week, I'll show you some visual representations of this, which kind of shows us why these are the derivatives. So let's take a look at our first example here. First one we want to do is we want to differentiate y equals sine of 2x. Now that 2x that you have there, that's your u, right? That's what's inside of the sine. So if we're going to find the derivative, we're going to have to find y prime, which is equal to, now the derivative of sine is cosine. So it's going to be y prime is equal to cosine, and then we keep what's inside the same, and then we multiply by the derivative of that inside. So it's really kind of like the chain rule happening here, right? D outer, D inner. We're taking the derivative of the outer function sine, and then we're multiplying it by the derivative of the inner function. In this case, is 2x, so we're going to say times 2. Right, so y prime is equal to cosine of 2x times 2. If you want to rewrite it, you can. We have y prime equals 2 cosine of 2x. Right, another quick example for us to take a look at is y equals the cosine of x minus 1 in parentheses. Now, with cosine, there is the derivative of cosine is negative sine. Right, so when we take this derivative, we're going to end up with y prime is equal to derivative of cosine, the outer, right, is negative sine. We leave the inside the same, and we multiply it by the derivative of the inner function. So the derivative of x minus 1 is just 1, right? So times 1. So we know the derivative of cosine of x minus 1 is equal to negative sine of x minus 1. And that's how you take the derivative of sine and cosine functions. Just be careful, right? Just keep an eye, keep looking at that